Dash here with Rolling Bones. Unfortunately, there's no Taco Tuesday this week. Dunn and I were not able to get together last week due to holiday schedules and unforeseen events, so we will continue that next week. For this Tuesday's video, I am going to do two Gaslands projects, two cars. I will build the cars on the dashboard and go through that process, and then I will modify some Matchbox cars. So hope you enjoy this, and let's get started. The first thing when building a vehicle is to pick the vehicle type. This will be kind of determined by what cars you have on hand and what you're looking for. If you're building a team using sponsors and things like that, then there are considerations to take into account for those. But just to build a car for a one-off game or anything like that, then you just can come here to the basic vehicles type. There also is an advanced vehicle type for when you get more detailed or specific. But for this one, I am just gonna grab a few options and decide what I want to do. The basic vehicles, you have a buggy, you have a car, a performance car, a truck, a heavy truck, and a bus. They each have different amounts of hull points, different weight classes, different handling, different max gear, different amounts of crew, build slots, and then some of them have special rules. I am going to look at the cars that I have available and decide what type of car I'm going to make today. So I just grabbed a few cars, a regular car here, a truck, what I would count as a buggy, and then another regular car. I'm just going to go with a regular car, and I'm going to use this one because I know I have two of these. At this point, I will grab my dashboard for my car and we will start putting that together. You can see here the regular car is mid-weight, has 10 hull points, has a handling of 3, a max gear of 5, 2 crew, 2 build slots, no special rules, and it costs 12 cans. If you remember, the currency for Gaslands is gas cans, so this is 12 gas cans. Now I'm going to look at the basic weapons and see what I want to do there. So here we have a list of the basic weapons that you can choose from. Again, there are advanced weapons that you will want to look at when you're building your own teams, but for this purpose I'm not going to get too much into that. My car has 2 build slots. I am going to look at what things I have on hand that I could use as weapons for my car. I found these 2 little machine gun barrels, and that's what I am going to put on this vehicle. I'm going to put 2 forward mounted machine guns. Here we have the dashboard for a car. So it has the car, it has the 10 hull points, has the max gear, the crew listed, the handling listed, and then it doesn't have the cans here, but a car is 12 cans, and with the heavy machine guns I'm putting in, they're 3 cans each, and that takes all of my build slots. So my car will be 18 cans. And remember, when you choose a weapon, most of the time you have to choose a facing. Mine are both going to be front. And there we have the dashboard. When it comes to building your cars, there are lots of right ways to do it. Mine are more of the wrong ways. You can find some people online who restore Hot Wheels, and you can watch some of their videos on how they restore those, and they go into some pretty good detail about how that happens. Even for Gaslands cars, there are some people that get in there and do it really good. One of the things that I've seen people do is drill out these, pop the top off, pop everything apart, and go through and start from the ground up and just rebuild everything. When it comes to me building these, I do a pretty quick and dirty job of it, but it does work for what I'm trying. So now I have to decide where I am going to put these forward mounted machine guns. I had debated in one of the headlight slots, one on each side, but I think I'm going to try and put them under the bumper here we are going to super glue those on. One to sit right here. This piece is just going to go right on there. And our other one. We will let those dry while I look at what else I want to put on here. I have some screen like this from a pack of dollar store strainers, and I'm going to use this for some netting on the windshield and the back window. And then one thing, I like to glue the tires. The car is primed up and ready to paint. There was a malfunction with the screening. I had to take it off and flip it over and reapply it. I want to make this car look pretty rough and beat up. It will be similar to some of the other cars that I have. Just when I think of the post-apocalyptic nature of the game, I think of beat up, weathered cars. So it's what a lot of my cars are, and so this car may be joining this group and just being pretty beat up, pretty ragged. I do have other cars that are not like that. So I have these two cars that are a little more flashy, a little more upkept, still rough and beat up. Now this car is ready to start painting. I've got to decide what color I want to go with. Thought I was recording that and I was not. I painted the car the base color of Incubi Darkness. I've got some spots on here, some weathered spots that you can see. We are going to move on to Lead Belcher for some of the metallic areas. For this build, I'm going to do a performance car, and I'm going to use this Porsche here. It has 15, that costs 15 gas cans. Then I'm going to give it a minigun, which costs 5 gas cans. Then I am going to give it a mortar, which costs 4 gas cans. And then I'm going to give it a nitro boost, which costs 6 gas cans. That will be a total of 30 gas cans. There we have that, and we will prime it up now. there you have the two cars that I did today. They were a little quick and sloppy, but it is Gaslands and it is a post-apocalyptic alternate history, so being a little rough, that makes sense. I have a regular car with two forward mounted heavy machine guns, and I have a performance car with a forward mounted minigun, a rear mounted mortar, and a nitro booster. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and thanks for watching.